Two monks, one older and one younger, were traveling together on a pilgrimage. Their path, filled with the teachings of Zen, led them through villages and forests, over hills and valleys. As they journeyed, they shared silence and conversation, each moment a chance to embody their practice. One day they approached a river known for its strong currents and unpredictable waters. This river, a boundary between two realms of their journey, was both a literal and metaphorical crossing. As they were contemplating the best place to ford the river, they noticed a young and beautiful woman also standing at the river's edge. She seemed anxious, her eyes fixed on the rushing water. The woman, noticing the monks, approached them with a request, her voice tinged with worry. "Could you please help me cross to the other side? I fear the current is too strong for me to manage alone." The younger monk, adhering strictly to his monastic vows, which included avoiding any physical contact with women, averted his gaze and stepped back, turning his attention to the river. The older monk, observing the woman's distress and the dangerous waters, saw an opportunity to practice compassion. Without a word, the older monk picked up the woman, holding her securely. With careful steps, he began to cross the river, the younger monk following at a distance. Reaching the other side, the older monk gently set the woman down. She bowed deeply, gratitude shining in her eyes, and continued on her journey. As the monks resumed their walk, the younger monk was visibly troubled, his mind in turmoil. Miles passed in silence, the weight of unspoken thoughts growing heavier with each step. Finally, the younger monk could hold his silence no longer. "Brother," he said, "our teachings guide us to avoid contact with women, to maintain our purity of mind and body. How could you carry that woman across the river?" The older monk looked at his companion, his eyes reflecting a deep understanding. "When I reached the other side of the river, I set the woman down. It seems you are still carrying her." The younger monk fell into contemplation, realizing that the older monk's actions transcended the literal interpretation of their vows. It was not just about the act of carrying the woman, it was about understanding the essence of their practice. The older monk had acted out of compassion and necessity, unattached to the dogma that could hinder true understanding. This Zen story teaches us a simple but important lesson about letting go of the past and living in the present. We often get upset about things that happened before, feeling bad emotions like guilt, regret, anger, and frustration. We keep thinking about these bad feelings, not remembering that we can't change what has already happened. The more we think about these things, the more unhappy we become. The senior monk carried a woman across a river, then left her on the other side. When he did this, he also let go of any thoughts or feelings about that event. He understood that holding on to the past only causes pain. By letting go, he showed us how to live in the present moment and move on with our lives. We can learn from this and heal ourselves by choosing to stop thinking about past mistakes and focusing on what's happening right now. The story reminds us that real freedom comes from accepting the past as it is, being aware of the present, and having the courage to let go of old troubles. We should remember that the past is just a memory, and the present is a special gift. We should appreciate this gift by not letting the past weigh us down.